Hi everybody, welcome to my nail channel where I do reviews on nail products. Always on the hunt for the best and most affordable products, mostly from AliExpress and eBay. In today's video I'm going to do a review on this cordless UV LED lamp I bought on AliExpress. My previous video was about the sun battery charged lamp. Maybe you've seen it. I'll put a link in the description box and I'll put a card in right now. But I really wanted a sun lamp because I have such good experiences with that brand. But I saw this one and I was so curious because it's way cheaper. What I could find from the description, it has a much stronger battery. So I was so curious. I thought, let's order it and just see how this goes. Maybe I have a spare lamp, one I can use at home. Well, we'll see. The only thing that was a bit sad, it's a cheaper lamp, but I did have to pay custom clearance costs, and they were pretty expensive, about 20 euros. So this is still a cheaper lamp for me than the sun, but because of the custom clearance costs, it was pretty expensive. After all, about 60 euros altogether. So this is how it looks. It has a totally different design from the sun lamp, so you can definitely tell it's a different brand. Here are the buttons. I will show them later on in this video how you can work them. It's a 10 seconds, 30 seconds and 60 seconds timer. And the bottom plate is stuck with magnets underneath, and it's a different color on the inside, more ivory, and there you could see the magnets that you can use to attach the bottom plate. There's a little hand there in case you don't know that that's where you're supposed to put your hand. And what I always like is that there are some guidance for your fingers where you need to put them. So I think I have to turn this around. Yes, now it clicks. What's also really nice about this lamp is that it has a separate on and off button. And what I already noticed, I just got it out of the package, but it is on but still off. There was no display at first. So this tells me that it might be a automatic off program somewhere. So I will see about that in the instructions. I have not charged it yet. Just put it on and I could see that the battery was very low, but it still works a bit. So that's already cool. What I really like about this lamp is that the battery capacity is on the lamp itself. So you will know right away how much battery life you still have. I found this little plastic thingy, so let me just see where this comes from. I think it's supposed to be here. So I'm not sure what it does. It doesn't seem to do anything. So it's a bit sad that it broke, but I don't think that it is a vital part of the lamp. It's very important. Now let's take a look at the instructions. That's a language I cannot read. Here I can see something in English, so that's going to be much easier. And what I can tell from the instructions is that this indeed has an automatic shutdown after 30 minutes. So that's pretty cool. Charging time 2 hours, using time 2 hours. On the AliExpress site itself, it said 2 hours charging and 7 hours of use, so I'm not sure about that. And something that I noticed is that there's another wavelength here, 365, 405 and 610. I couldn't find a lot about 610. What I could find on the internet, that it will widen your skin, so I'm not sure if that's something I want. When I look in the instructions manual from the sun lamp, it just says 365 and 405, and those are the UV wavelengths I'm familiar with you need to cure your gel products. So the 610, I've never heard of it, that you can use it for curing your nails. So I will contact the seller and ask them why that specific wavelength is necessary, where you use it for. So I did some more research and I found out that there is this new generation LED lights that have a combination of blue light to cure nail gels, but also red light to care and whitening your skin. So this one is definitely not that. I did find some same looking models with red light, but I have not found a red light option with my lamp. So I think it's a mistake in the instructions. So here's the adapter, the plug that comes with this lamp, and it says 12.6 and 1A, but in the instructions manual it says 12 and then 2A, so that's a bit different, but this is the one that came with the lamp. So this is the one I'm going to use because, of course, I don't want the battery to explode. Here you can see how it looks like when you're charging it. So the button when it's on is always red, and then you see it blinking, and it will blink more lights when it's more full. So that's pretty cool. You will really see how much it has already been charged, and it took me about 2 hours to fully charge. And then this is how it looks. Here you can see the battery capacity, which is completely full. The red one will always burn. That's what the instructions say. So there are 4 dots, 4 lights you can see. It's divided by 4, so that's basically the same as with the sun lamp. And then you can see 10 seconds, 30 seconds, and 60 seconds. The timer times are faced towards the one who's controlling the lamp, so the nail technician, and the timer itself is faced towards the client. So I think that's okay, that's nice, because you always tell your client, well, you can get it out when the timer is done. So then there's this low heat mode, and then there's also a high heat mode. So the low heat mode is 99 seconds and the high heat mode is 60 seconds. And it's supposed to be more intense than the 10 and the others. So let me see if I can show it to you when it's on. So this is the regular intensity. And for how I feel it, it feels a bit more intense than the sun in the regular mode. So I will put them on next to each other in the end of this video so we can see about that. There you can take a good look at the bulb placement when it's on. It's nice that there are not a lot of light bulbs above the hand, so there are a few missing. And here you can see the plate once again with the magnets on it to get it underneath. And that makes it very easy to attach. I see that there are some holes in there as well. So if you really want to, you can also screw the bottom plate to the lamp. Maybe you would prefer that to make it more firm, but I think the magnets are pretty strong, so I'm not going to do that. So here you can see how it looks like when you put your hand in. There's a sensor as well, and then you can see the timer starts moving. So that's pretty cool. You can just tell your client, get your hand out by 30 seconds, and they can, so you will not need to touch the buttons in between services. The bulb placement of these lights, it's okay. It's a bit curved inside the lamp, so your thumbs will dry. And I think with the intensity of LED lights these days, it's so good on all angles. Most of the time you will get the thumbs fully cured if the design is like this. So it's pretty basic. It's not as high-end as the sun. I will show you later on. I must say I'm pretty impressed so far. It looks really good and the quality looks fine. There are no glue residues on the lamp whatsoever. There's the sensor, and here you can see how it looks when I put my hand in the lamp once again. And I really like the guidance of the plate. So here I can really feel, oh, I need to put it in a bit further to make sure that I get the proper light exposure in the lamp. Now let's take our sun lamp and put it next to it. You can see it's a totally different design. So, well, I think everyone has their own preference. I really think the sun looks really chic, really expensive, while the other one looks a bit more basic, but still pretty neat. The design is more blue, the lights are blue, while with the sun, it is a white timer display and it's a bit smaller and it has a round display around. So it looks different. The numbers are smaller, and when I put it on, I feel that the cheaper lamp is a bit more intense on the normal mode. Here you can see with the sun, how you can check the battery capacity. And of course, this is a plate that will cover it, but I already got it off. So you have to press it to find out how much battery is left. I must say I will keep you updated on this battery because I have not used this lamp at all and it has already discharged to half of its power, so to 50%. I contact the Sun UV store to find out if that's normal. Maybe I have to charge and discharge it a few more times for the battery life to improve, but if this is how it works, I cannot recommend the Sun UV lamp to you because then you will not have enough battery, because after a few days without even using it, it will be empty, so you will have to use the cords when you are using it anyway. So why would you have a battery? While the cheap one, it came in the mail, it was on but the display was off because of the sleeping mode. The battery was very low, but I can still put it on and it worked. So let me check out the battery life, the battery powers of both lamps and put it right here. So the power of the cheaper lamp is 7,800 and the power of the Sun is 2,500. So that's way lower than the cheaper one. So if you're looking for a more powerful lamp in battery life, then the left one, the cheaper one, is definitely better and I think it will last longer. Maybe if it will consume a lot more power, of course, you will have the same curing experience. They're both 48 watts, so the output isn't higher, one or the other. But the battery life while using it, I think the cheaper lamp will win. And it has already proven that because I didn't have to charge it to test it right away. It still worked on a very low battery, while the Sun lamp didn't do that. Also, a thing is, with the Sun lamp, you really have to turn it around to see the battery life, while with this lamp, it's just visible, it's there. The Sun lamp is also available without the battery option. So if you really like that design, but you don't really need it for a battery to be rechargeable, then you can also go for the Sun without the battery. But I think that's the beauty of a lamp like this, that it has the battery, so you can use it anywhere you want. And the off button on the cheaper version, I really like that as well. With the Sun lamp, if you want to turn it off, you have to press the button a bit longer for it to turn off. So it's also a method, but I always feel that a switch button, it's a bit easier sometimes to use. You do not have to put a long press in it. And for me, it's interesting that the Sun lamp, which will be easier to leave on, doesn't have a sleep mode by itself, so it will just stay on as long as you have it on. While the other one, the cheaper version, with a much larger display, much harder to leave on, that one has a sleep option. So these are both lamps compared. I still feel that the Sun design, I prefer that. But for the price, to be honest, I think that the cheaper version must win. It feels heavy, it feels good quality. What I can tell right now is that the battery is really good. Of course, I haven't used them for a long time, so I'll keep you updated which one I prefer. By the way, if you want to do your feet with the Sun lamp, you will have to remove the cap like this. While, of course, with the cheaper lamp, you can just remove the bottom to use it on your feet. So yeah, that's all I have to say about it. Please let me know in the comments what you think. Is there a lamp you prefer? Have you used one lamp for a longer period of time? Can you recommend the battery life to us? Or have you used one of the red new edition lamps? Does it really work on your skin? I have enough lamps right now, so I'm not going to buy it, I promise. So thank you so much for watching, and if you have any questions, please let me know and I will try to answer right away. By the way, yes, my voice is a bit weird. I've been sick, so I'm so sorry for how I talk this video. So see you next video. Bye bye.